I'm 17 years
And I'm
old.
13 years old.
I'm 16 years old.
I was born with a 1/4 ounce of dope in my system.
I don't have a dad in my life.
Me and my mom, we used to argue and fight a lot. So she would call the police.
I felt scared. I felt like if my whole life was over.
And I got caught with possession of marijuana and crack cocaine.
I was running away from home. I got raped.
I got pregnant. I decided to go hustling, sell some drugs downtown. After that, I was put in juvenile hall.
The Girls Justice Initiative works with every girl that comes through the San Francisco Juvenile Probation Department. They are usually violating a probation. They come from families that are fragmented and not able to support them.
I don't have a dad in my life. My father was never there. He comes every now and then, and I know he's not gonna be here now. He don't understand me.
Up until the time that I was 2, I was with my mother. And during those 2 years, she was on drugs. She had really bad addictions. And so my mom gave me up to my dad's mother. My dad is in San Quentin. He's in a penitentiary right now. He tried to beat up the police when he was high.
I would run away from my house for a couple of months, not even going home.
I lived with my mom while she was using drugs. She was like away a lot. I did a lot of stuff like independently. Like I learned how to wake up on my own, take a bath, and get dressed and go to school.
You know, I try my best to go out there and find love like I really, really need it from somebody. I go to guys. You know, I would do anything just for a guy to sit there and say, I love you.
Girls in the juvenile justice system have a very high rate of victimization.
A lot of what we do is try to find out what that victimization is, what kind of things led them into the juvenile justice system, and then help connect them with the appropriate resources in their own community that can help heal some of the trauma that they've been through.
I ran away from home. I ran away with the guy. To this day, I don't know why I ran away, but I guess because I wanted to do drugs. And then I got into doing other drugs, such as cocaine, crystal meth, started popping pills. I spent my 13th birthday in jail, and then I got put in a group home. What I learned is that the devil runs the streets.
When I first landed in the system, I was 16 years old. I was in high-speed chase. I got charged with Grand Theft Auto and for selling dope. Me and my friends used to do everything we could to earn fast money.
I chose to go downtown to sell drugs, and I thought it would be quick money.
I had robbed a girl at my school for $5 just because I wanted to get high.
Me and my mom weren't getting along, and she wasn't like providing for me. And so I thought I could steal, and I got caught.
Being in juvenile hall was pretty hard for me. I was the youngest person there, 12 years old. Everybody was like 15, 16, 17, 14. I was like the only 12-year-old there. And they'll look at me like, what are you doing?
The juvenile hall was never meant for girls. It wasn't built for girls. It was built for boys. And there's no like gender-specific programming for it.
When they come in contact with the system, we're automatically assessing their needs and linking them to services as opposed to being punitive.
We'd want to start with therapy to address the trauma and the victimization that she's gone through. There'd be some support groups for her so that she could learn to work with other peers that have been through similar situations and talk about how they're going to make changes in their lives and support each other through those changes.
Well, my caseworker, I learned a lot from her too. She's been there, done that. She tells me how life was for her with using drugs. And it's just, wow, look at her, she made it. If she made it, I can make it.
When I first went up in the halls, I didn't go out of my room for like 1 week. Then Michelle came to visit me, and she told me she was my case manager. And then she cheered me up. She was telling me that, I'm not the only person going through all this. There is agencies I could go to for help.
I get a lot of support from Michelle. She talks to us and tells us what to do and what not to do. It's not just with the drugs, it's with problems that'll lead to drugs, like boyfriend issues and our parent issues.
Brianna, one of the counselors, I know I could talk to her. She's like a sex ed teacher, so she talks a lot about boys and sex and just different stuff like that, or just school in general, about college, and it's good.
These girls are able to adapt to these terrible situations that they live in, that they've been through, that they're forced to exist in, and yet they maintain a sense of themselves and they believe in who they are and they know that someday these things are going to change for them. So it's an incredible sense of hope that I see in them.
We as females are really, really strong, and we're the glue in the family relationship because we hold everything together. So they teach us women power is really strong and beautiful.
I don't want to show people that I'm weak because I'm not, and yes, there's a lot of bad things about me, but there's also a lot of good things about me that I want people to see. I don't want them to know me as Criselda, she's just a bad little girl, she's just a person that's just gonna run away or something. I want them to see me.